Perfect.
Hello, coming.
Hey guys, how's it going? Popular demand, we're back for part 2. You guys had a lot of good responses. You guys kind of ate up the first one, so here we are, part 2. Again, got 5 beers for you guys. One we kind of kept in the area to kind of show you guys again what's popular here. But what is it? The other 4 are all from Bavaria?
Yeah, it's kind of a Bavarian special.
Yeah, which, if you guys that know beer, Bavaria is just where it's at. So you guys are in for a real treat. Buckle up, tell your friends, and go get some snacks because we'll be here for a little while.
Yeah.
All right, so without further ado, we're just gonna get into it. So first one on the list, again, from this area, we're gonna go with Eichbaum. So this one's brewery's located in Mannheim. So it's actually not from this state, but it's right across the Rhine, which is basically the separation from it. So it's basically very close. But kind of an interesting thing we found out about this one. So we found out that Eichbaum brewery is actually located next to a cemetery. And since they've been brewing beer, they've always filtered their water from the ground that they use to brew the beer. They get all their water from the ground. So in reality, they're filtering the water from under a cemetery.
Yeah, so you're drinking a bunch of dead people.
I guess in a way you can say that. Claims when we found it, the beer has been nicknamed in the past corpse water. I don't know how true that is, how old that is, or how relevant it is now. But yeah, they say they filter it, like 7 to 9 times, I think is what I ended up reading. All right, so this chicken, let's I guess just get after it. Again, it's a Pilsner. So I know we did a lot of Pilsners on the last one. Again, Pilsners are popular. So not the best pour in the world, but it's the first beer of the day, so sorry guys. Same as always. I mean,
looks like every other
Pilsner known to man. It's just whatever.
It looks very bubbly. Like it feels like there's a lot of carbonation going on.
It's a lot of action. It's a lot of action. I don't know.
Yeah, just try and see what it tastes like.
I mean, it's a Pilsner. No.
It tastes absolutely fine. So
I kind of remember it being kind of bitter, but it's really.
I don't think it's that bitter. I've tried other ones that were more bitter.
I wouldn't say it's the smoothest beer I've ever tried, but
it's a good one.
Not a bad one. So you're around.
Gets maybe a 4 out of 5 stars.
What if I start? You want to rate it that high?
I would drink it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna jump for joy about it, but I'll drink the damn thing.
I know. You always do.
All right, so moving on to our number 2 spot. There was a decent amount of you guys after the first one that was like, what, no Bock beers? And I understand they're very popular back home in the U.S.
Pilsner is way more popular, so.
But we kind of did some digging around, tried to find something, and we kind of found it, like I figured that we kind of found like a special Bock that I've never seen before coming here. So here's your
honorable mention for everyone that was looking for Bock.
For Bocks. So this one, my Bock. So this brew is Alten Münster, Bavarian beer. Here's the first of 4. This one's actually from Augsburg. My Bock, like I said, what's in my Bock? I'm gonna tell you. Bocks traditionally, as you guys know, are darker beers. So this is something that they produce or brew to where around the time of May, when here it's starting to get warm, but it's still really chilly. You can still drink a lighter Bock beer, but have the same alcohol content to quote unquote give you that beer jacket. It's also cool, you guys that have ever been like, oh, what kind of top is that? You can reseal these and it, I guess, kind of keeps it fresh. It's the same kind of thing as bullets.
I want to pop it.
So like we said, it's basically a Bock. It's just a lighter Bock. I mean, it's still fairly dark, but yeah, it's definitely not a Bock. It's not a Bock dark.
No, yeah, you can kind of tell. It's like a light
So it's exactly
brown.
what they kind of describe it as. I mean, it definitely kind of smells like a Bock. There you go. Boom. Pops it back on. Ready for later. Have you ever had one of these before?
I don't think so. Like I said, Bock is like, for me, nothing that I would really drink.
You're not a big fan of the darker ones, yeah. It actually tastes really, really good.
I have to try it again. It's okay.
I honestly think it's kind of cool. You really get that bock kind of taste to it, but it's not, as you can see, it's not heavy. Like, it's basically exactly what they advertise. It's a bock. It's lighter. It's not as heavy. I totally get it. I think it's great, honestly. We should have these in the U.S.
True.
All right, moving on. Number 3. This one actually has a really long history that I thought was really kind of interesting. So, knowledge check. Okay, so around like 200 years ago, apparently Weissbier or Weizenbier was only able to be brewed by the royal families. So Ludwig II, Neuschwanstein, and Chiemsee, was around like the 1870s. The sales of his Weissbier weren't doing very well. So he sold the rights to be able to sell Weissbier, Weizenbier, to a non-royal family member in Bavaria, Georg Schneider. Basically, it said that Georg Schneider saved Weissbier, being that the sales were declining so hard that it probably wouldn't have existed much longer if he wasn't allowed the privilege to brew it beyond being from a royal family. Boom. Schneider Weisse. So, cool top. Another thing I love about these German beers, like all the bottle caps are like super decorative and they put a lot of stuff on them. And, you know, you
Most
see,
of them at least, yeah.
Yeah, it's like most of them anyway. So, you got to get the right glasses. There is one thing I've noticed is that this is it's kind of a little darker.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, fun fact. When you pour a Weissbier or a Hefeweizen, there's a lot of goodness at the bottom of the glass that releases a whole bunch of flavor. So when there's about this much, maybe a little bit less, it differs between the person you ask. You're supposed to swish the beer around to get all the extra yeast and flavor from the bottom of the glass before you pour.
And you can also see it.
Yeah, you can also see it, yeah. It's actually extremely important. You'll lose a whole bunch of flavor if you don't do that, and I didn't know that for the longest time, and then realized that, I don't know, it really does make a difference. Boom. The thing really is like making a lot of noise there.
Yeah.
The color's phenomenal.
And you have like dark here.
That's insane. It runs really well, so.
Like,
Cross. Yeah, that is pretty good. I know you're not a fan, but you gotta at least give it a try.
that is great.
I told you.
It tastes really, really good.
I guess the weird thing is that like the Hefeweizen, you can taste, like this almost tastes lighter.
Yeah, it's not as bitter, heavy, I
guess
say.
heavy, I guess the best way to put it. It's just
like,
kind of lighter.
it's just like the head on Weizenbier.
Yeah,
It just looks so fluffy.
it's like a cloud.
It really is.
No, yeah. That color, though, it almost like there's Coke in it or something. It's just,
Yeah, it kind of looks
it's
like
a
it.
little, I don't know. The other thing we found out is apparently that this brewery is on its 6th generation of Georg Schneider. So Georg Schneider the 6th is apparently now running this brewery, and the recipe that they used when they first opened the brewery in 1872, they're still using today. That's a hey, look at me, I'm better than you type thing in my opinion. All right, moving on to number 4. This is the oldest brewery in the world. It comes from an abbey in Freising, which is just north of Munich. Yes, you can get it in the United States. I've seen it. It's a really popular German beer just based on the fact that it is so old. It's Weinstefan. I think the first time I ever did try this was at a World of Beer. It is phenomenal. I haven't had it since, so I'm actually kind of excited when we saw this. And I saved some of the last Weissbier to compare, so I'm actually kind of curious if it's similar or not. So
You can already see the difference, just the color.
The color alone, yeah. Again, the bottom.
Yeah, you could kind of see it.
You can see a little
Yep,
bit.
yep, see?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a huge difference in color. This is way, 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 way lighter.
Yeah, you can definitely tell.
Ladies first.
And again, look at that fluffy head.
No, it's the oldest brewery in the world, and you don't approve?
I mean, it's not bad. It has a smooth taste, like aftertaste. I just don't like, in general, the taste of Hefeweizen.
There's so much flavor.
Yeah, it has
That's
a
a
nice
whole lot of
smooth aftertaste. You're right, it has a whole lot of flavor.
It's a
but
whole lot of flavor. That was like. So keep an eye out for this, you guys. Like I said, in some places I have been able to find it. I mean, like you said, you didn't like it because of the kind of beer it is, but even you said it, there's a whole lot of flavor in it. So
yeah.
I'd give it two thumbs up. They've been doing it for so long. I mean, how can you not be good? You know what I mean? So
That's true.
moving to our number 5 spot. Kind of saved the best for last. I know it's definitely one you can get at home. So it's kind of a reason why we saved the best for last, so to speak. It's a sister company of Paulaner. It's one of the 6 breweries located right outside or inside the city limits of Munich. Heck up, sure. So I threw this one in specifically because it's a hell. And we showed a Bock earlier, even though it was a lighter Bock. Hell means light in English. So there's a lighter beer that you can drink. So it's your summer beer, you know, hot day, a great one to go to. And it's got the cool little pop top. So I knew Janni would kind of enjoy it.
I like that. It looks so sophisticated. So I'm gonna pop it.
Go for it.
Ooh,
Damn, that one went everywhere.
Oh, jeez.
Let's see if she messes up. No pressure.
Head is a little too small, but all in all,
Proud of you.
so I can't really say a lot about it because I drink more of the local beers here. Of course, everyone knows Hackabschor. I would say that everyone in Germany knows that brand, but I think it's a fairly good beer. So yeah, you should try it.
That's actually really, really good.
Yeah, give it a 9 out of 10.
I mean, it's a hell, so it's supposed to be light. So it's kind of,
It is light.
I mean, it's super light.
Yeah.
And that's, I guess, the difference. Pilsners are supposed to be light.
Yeah, I guess. And I feel like Pilsner has a whole lot of different tastes.
That's
to
what
it.
I'm saying. You get like a different taste from the two. They're both lighter, same alcohol content, but it's, you know, it's a totally different kind of brew. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If there's a beer that we didn't try on this one and you think we should have, I mean, by all means, let me know. We can definitely look out and see if we can get it in this area. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time.
And action. And
Okay. And you have a side beer. Pound in the side beer.
tastes good.
That's all that matters. Good?
Yeah. Okay.
You ready? Sure?
Just dive right in.
I've been waiting all afternoon to drink a beer, so let's just get after this.
Yeah.
Okay. There's still life in the beer. Dead people.
No. Huh? In a park class. Huh?
Thanks for the hustle, bud.
And action.
You're the best.
Deals and pieces, knives and
Nice and
jams.
jazz. Okay.